If you're a long-time watcher of the channel, you'll know that we've been to Chelsea both this Christmas and the Christmas before to cover their Christmas decorations, and both times I said I'll be coming back. So not only a big thank you for watching for a long time, but here's Chelsea, and Chelsea by daylight, and we're talking the Chelsea area, the beautiful wealthy area of London, as opposed to Stamford Bridge, the football club. Whilst we're looking at Chelsea today, we're going to be having a look at Pavillion Road, Sloane Square and also the Duke of York Square. And the tube station which is right by all of these is Sloane Square, which is on the District and the Circle lines. Right, now we've probably lost at least half the viewers because they thought this was all going to be about Chelsea Football Club. Welcome to the heart of Chelsea. We're going to start down here, Pavillion Road. This is a beautifully pedestrianised road, and as you can tell by the cakes in these shop windows and also by the flower shop over the road, you can tell it's going to be one of those lovely areas to come and take a stroll down, no matter what the weather's doing. But if it's beautiful and sunny, it's an added bonus, because not only have you got the seats outside that patisserie that we've just walked past, there's a whole load of restaurants and cafes we're going to walk past as well, all with street eating as well. Unless you're coming down here for something specific, window shopping is definitely the order of the day, as well as people watching, because this is just another one of those great areas to come and watch people by. Now, when we've covered food stores and especially Harrods, we get so many comments about cheese. So, especially for you guys, we're going to linger on this for a little bit. Welcome to London Cheesemongers. So it's down here on Pavillion Road. So if you're coming over to London or coming down to London, this is the place to come and make for, because as you can see, they've got stacks of cheese. Nice cheese grommet, as to coin a phrase from somewhere. We're doing quite well in this video. We've lost all the Chelsea fans and now we've lost all the fans of cheese. Anyway, as you go down, as you can see, you've got lots and lots of independent shops and cafes as well to come and have a nice coffee and watch the world go by. If you're looking at this road and thinking, wow, that's really lovely and quite modern, you'd be right, because this road was only formed in 2015 to have independent and artisan traders down here, when a new development was being finished just off Sloane Street, which runs parallel with this road. Now, whilst these shops are nice that we've shown you so far, I think these ones are really interesting here on the left-hand side, because they're all behind their own stable doors and they've got some really interesting stuff inside, including, if you're coming down here with the family, some beautiful ice cream. I don't know how much it costs, but all I would say is ice cream is here. As you get towards the top of the street, you can see the street then developing from being sort of retail outlets into houses and mews type houses, which we've shown you before in previous videos in other parts of London. And just look at that old street lamp up the top there on the wall. Right by the entrance to Pavillion Road is this. This is Sloane Square. Now, Sloane Square really is a big roundabout. But how many roundabouts have you seen in the world with Tiffany on it and Cartier just around the corner from here? To help give a sense of direction, the road that you can see the bus coming down is Sloane Street. That takes you all the way up to Knightsbridge and comes out by Harvey Nicks. And then as we go round the road that the van is disappearing down and you can see the scaffolding, that takes you off to Belgravia, which is another video we've got coming up soon of Belgravia covered in daylight as well. And it's a beautiful sunny day for that. As we go round, we've got a couple of statues in the middle of the roundabout. This is the Venus fountain and was only put up back in 2006. They obviously thought, oh, there's a bit of an empty space there, let's put a nice fountain in. And they did. If you're coming to London and you're staying at the Sloane Square Hotel, here it is. But whatever you do, don't ask for a front room, because if you do that, you've got the traffic all night long. But actually, it's great to come and catch a taxi from outside the front because they're all parked on the square. And the other statue you have here in the middle of the roundabout is the War Memorial. Over the other side there, you've got the Royal Court Theatre. Right next to the Royal Court Theatre, you've got Sloane Square Tube Station, which is on both the Circle and the District lines. And then as you go around, you've got a big Boss retail store there, which is taking up the whole of the street level of that building. And then where you can see the traffic lights, that road takes you down towards the Thames. It takes you down past the Chelsea Hospital and then to Chelsea Bridge, which crosses over the Thames right by the side of Battersea Power Station. And if you fancy Battersea Power Station and going there, I'll put a link to our video on the new Battersea Power Station shopping centre up in the top right hand corner. If it's clothes or home furnishings, yes, this is a home furnishings Ralph Lauren store. And where we're looking at the traffic lights and the road that goes down there, that is King's Road. Now, also here in the middle, this isn't here all the time, but because this was done around Valentine's, look at all the beautiful flowers they set up on the bench round it from a local florist. Good way of advertising, but doesn't it look beautiful? And they are real roses. And I can tell you the smell coming from those roses was absolutely beautiful. It's funny, isn't it? It's a big roundabout, Sloane Square, as is Marble Arch, as is Hyde Park Corner, and they've all got bits in the middle and all got stuff around them as well to make them more attractive. Here, to give you an idea of how close everything is, we're going to go to the Duke of York Square, and as you can see, here's the entrance to it, and it's right by Sloane Square itself. Now, if you remember our Christmas videos from Chelsea, this is the area with a massive wreath that you could walk through, and I did several times and took lots of video of it, so if you go down our back catalogue, you'll be able to see that. But this is what it looks like normally. Yeah, not quite as exciting, but still a nice walk through. And then as we come out the other side of the passage and into the Duke of York Square, you come to the square which has got over 30 chic stores. Whilst they've got some of the well-known established brands and chains, they've also got unique boutiques, they've got 7 restaurants offering extensive al fresco dining, and it's also flagships for some top stores here as well. And also on the other side, which we'll show you very shortly, you've got the Saatchi Gallery, which has always got something going on. And this one I love because it's quite a sheltered little square with all of the buildings around it. You've got people sitting out in the middle of winter outside. See, so it's not too bad. The area is quite modern. It wasn't that long ago it was actually transformed, and originally it was the Duke of York's headquarters in the King's Road, and it became the first public square in London's West End for more than a century. Also, much of the area also had an existing car park, which was pretty rubbish because it was pretty inaccessible. You had to go round and round the houses to get in. So what they did was they knocked everything down, started again, and built this area and also the large square which we're about to go into, which then draws pedestrians into the square and also into the Saatchi Gallery and the area all around that, which we'll show you very shortly. Really hope you're enjoying our video, and at long last we got to Chelsea by day after filming it for the last couple of Christmases with their lights. Now if you're enjoying it, you know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up for us, will you please, because it'll help us get this video spread out across YouTube more so more people can love London as well. And if you've watched a few of our videos and you haven't subscribed yet, why not? We upload videos 3 times a week, so don't miss out. If you're coming down to Chelsea, it's always worth having a look at the Saatchi Gallery. Go online first and see what exhibition that they have on. There's always something happening here. Quite often they have displays which are on for 6 weeks to 2 months, so it's worth having a look. Sometimes it can be closed if they're between the exhibitions, so that's why it's worth checking online to see what they've got on. And here you've got this vast square that's been opened up, all once again part of the Duke of York Square. If you've got the flexibility and want to come down here, the ideal time is on a Saturday afternoon, because on a Saturday afternoon they've got the fine food market with all sorts of food treats for people that just love a taste of different things from all over the world. Even if you don't fancy going into the Saatchi Gallery to go and see the exhibition that they've got on, do make sure that you come into the grounds here. Now, as you can see, the grassway is all gated off, but if you come in here, not only do you get a view of the houses around the outskirts of Saatchi Gallery, but also of the Saatchi Gallery building itself, which is quite beautiful. The Saatchi Gallery has been in operation since 1985, and when it first started it was over in the St John's Wood area of London, another beautiful area of London. And then, in the 2000s, it moved to County Hall in Westminster as part of taking over the massive building that overlooks the Houses of Parliament. It was then in 2008 that the gallery moved to these premises here in Chelsea. The idea of the Saatchi Gallery is to show contemporary work that wouldn't otherwise be seen in other London institutions such as the Tate Modern. With 15 different exhibition rooms and 70,000 square foot of space, it's been described by The Observer, one of the national newspapers in the UK, as one of the most beautiful art spaces in London. So if you get a chance, do come and have a look. Here we're on the King's Road with all of its shops and of course steeped in history, way back when. Now, if you want to know more about the history of the King's Road specifically, then you need to check out our podcasts. So go to your favourite podcast provider, put in London Visited, and one of our episodes there we cover the history of the King's Road, which has royalty related to it. Also, when you come down here, you never know what statues or what exhibitions they're going to have up in the square themselves. So there you go. Here we've got a 3-dimensional statue. So what was your favourite part of Chelsea? Which particular area of Chelsea, if you had the choice, would you hit first? Let us know in the comments down below. Always interesting to see. And still, as we continue our walk around Chelsea, it's that old adage, you've got to look up in London, otherwise you're going to miss stuff. So the art on the wall is definite proof of that. And then down the alleyway down by the side of the art, you've got this statue. And yes, I did capture it, and he's actually holding on to the bollard. It makes you wonder how many people have tried to pull it down. Now, if you like the exclusive shops, you'll love our video on Bond Street, and I'll put a link to that in the top right hand corner.